It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Seattle Seahawks. And it's all...
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts offense set to go to work, and they're led by a guy who's bounced around a bit the last few years, hoping to find a home with Indianapolis. Gardner Minshew.
Even though the Colts went quarterback to start the NFL draft, they wanted a veteran under center this season, and Ted Minshew is that guy. The mustache and the mullet are in the Circle City, and he is their starter.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Off play action, it's Minshew. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
When the Seahawks named Smith the starter last season, it gave him an opportunity he wasn't sure he would get again. And then he became one of the best quarterbacks in football and sustained it across a full 17 games when he comeback player of the year. Saved his career with last season and keeps the Seahawks as true contenders. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Short throw to Disley. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up the 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2, Smith.
And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Smith. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Samson Abuka. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Jason Myers on for a field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Minshew. And his throw here is incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Minshew sets to throw. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now Geno on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Geno now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. 1st and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's got his man. It's Pierce. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Minshew's throw is brought in by Pittman.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Taylor.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal on the Seahawks 2-yard line.
Here's Minshew. He'll buy some time right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Gardner Minshew taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Seahawks 3. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Throwing now is Geno. This is Fant on the short completion. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Now Geno. This complete to Lockett. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now it's Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he fires one incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On first down, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Smith now to throw on 2nd down.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw, Smith.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Smith. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure.
There he goes, right side. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. A turnover's obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought 1st half. As we'll send you... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Smith, this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10.
Smith on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? And that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This from 25 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Minshew's throw caught by Pierce. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. Up to the 20.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just a gain of a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Geno now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Here's Walker. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Now this throw caught left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Off play action, it's Minshew. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Minshew. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Gardner Minshew, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy can block, a guy can catch, and a guy can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles as we just saw on that pickup.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Dallas up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So Minshew and the Colts now down 16-14. A minute 51 on the clock. A field goal would be a game winner as they come up on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Minshew. They'll roll him out right. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Minshew. Pass complete to Allie Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Minshew. He shakes him off. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now 2nd down and a few inches. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? The answer's pretty evident to me.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.